Hi there. Today we're going to make mustard. We're going to make the classic yellow mustard. You know, the kind you really kind of need for your hot dog. And this is just how easy it is to make your own mustard. Now we're going to start with a half of a cup of ground mustard, or about a 2-ounce size bottle of ground mustard. And to this we're going to add a half a cup of water and a third of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Now, one of the things that make yellow mustard so yellow is the turmeric. And that's one of the things you want to look for if you're out there buying yellow mustard, is to make sure it says turmeric and there's no yellow dyes involved. So to this, we're going to add a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter of a teaspoon of kosher salt, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we're going to whisk this, and we're going to, over medium heat, bring this up to a boil, and we're just going to let this simmer about 10 to 20 minutes, honestly, until it gets to the consistency that we all know and love of yellow mustard. Now, don't get it too hot because you don't want it bubbling over, and you're going to want to stir it about every minute or so. So I've moved back here because I needed a lower burner. So you can see how it's just starting to bubble, and we just want to keep it at that level and just keep stirring it until it gets to the consistency that we like. So we're cooking away here, but I just wanted to show you. Now this is a yellow mustard that's in my friend Sam's fridge, and Sam, you do pretty good. It is colored with turmeric, so that's really good. No yellow dye. Stay away from the yellow dyes. I don't care if they call it sunshine yellow, whatever they call it. If it's not natural, don't use it. But one ingredient in here that says natural flavorings. Now, the FDA only requires these companies to list the first ingredient in a natural flavor. And if the first ingredient is a natural flavor, they don't have to list the rest of the ingredients, and they can contain up to 100 chemical and solvents in there. So companies can then market it as all natural, but it's really not. So things to stay away from in anything that you're buying, anything that has a dye, you should stay away from. Anything that says natural flavor, you should stay away from, because it's not really natural. And for me, I stay away from anything that has any kind of gum, carrageenan, and of course those bad oils, the seed oils and the oils that are processed with petroleum and high heat. So, and making mustard, especially mustard, is just so easy. So we're getting close here to that thickness that I want, and it's going to continue to thicken too as it cools, but still just a little thin. So we're gonna keep going here. Probably about 15 minutes in total. So we've got nice and thick. So I'm gonna put mine into a jar. Can you put this in a squeeze bottle? Of course you can, and have it ready to squeeze. I prefer the glass. Now comes the curing. So now you want to cure this, and that's just giving it time for all those flavors to develop and come together. And you can do this 2 ways. You can cure this, leaving it sitting out on your counter for about 8 to 10 hours. And this is going to provide you with a much milder, smoother mustard. Or once it comes to room temperature, put a lid on it, put it in the refrigerator for a good 24 to 48 hours. And this is going to give you a much sharper, bolder mustard. So I'm going to let mine come to room temperature. Then I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let it sit out on the counter for 8 hours for that smoother, milder mustard. But in 20 minutes, you can have your own homemade yellow mustard. It's going to live in your refrigerator for at least a year. And it tastes amazing. It is so bright and flavorful and delicious. And you know all the ingredients that are in it. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.